everyone, it's Destiny, and today we are going to be checking out Silver Wolf level 999. Super excited for this. I absolutely love her animations and her character design, so I'm very excited to be sharing this with you all. And before we get into today's video, I'd love to know if you're excited for Silver Wolf, and lastly, if you'd like to see some more content from me, consider subscribing, leave a like to support today's video, and let's get straight into it. For today's showcase, we are going to be using Sparxie, Silver Wolf, Yao Guang, and Hua, and also every character in this showcase is E0S0, so nobody has their signature light cones. I wanted to test out all of these characters without any signature light cones, but for those that are curious, I will include a signature light cone run near the end of the video. So we're just going to take a bit of damage here, but this is great as this gives us more energy for Yao Guang, more energy for Hua as well, and right off the bat we can just basic attack with Yao Guang in order to reduce the enemy's war armor a bit further. And with Silver Wolf here, we are going to use her skill, and if you look right above her HP bar, she has 24 points, which this is her hidden MMR. This is going to be used in the placement of energy, and the way to get MMR is through punchline. As you see, we're getting more MMR right now, and there we go. With her Elation skill, we're now at 69 MMR, and once we reach 60 MMR, we can use her ultimate. So now we're in her ultimate. We also got advanced forward by 100% by using it. Use just basic, reduce that war armor a bit further. And with Silver Wolf, we can just take advantage of her enhanced basic attack here, deal some decent damage, and boom. And with Silver Wolf, the more MMR we have, this will be great as this will result in her getting more crit rate. And once we reach 100% crit rate, this will actually convert into crit damage instead. And also, once you get to 60 MMR, as you see now, while we are in the God mode player state, we were at 60 MMR, and we now have an SS symbol. So Silver Wolf will be able to deal more damage with her enhanced basic attack as you get more MMR. And this can stack up to 2 times, and this will also be for every 60 MMR you have. And now at 120, we have the SSS. Now with Sparxie here, we're just going to use up our skill points. Boom, there we go. And with these elation skills coming in, we should be able to defeat these enemies. I didn't use the Yao Guang ultimate just yet, as I actually want to save this going into the next phase here with Nikador. And what's really nice is that Yao Guang and Sparxie were actually able to finish off those enemies. So Silver Wolf's Elation skill just went into this cycle here. Every individual Elation skill will reduce Nikador's war armor, which is awesome. So now with Yao Guang, we can just use her skill, get her more energy, and also trigger one of Silver Wolf's loot boxes, which you can trigger these loot boxes when she is in the God mode player state, and also when you consume a skill point. Her enhanced Elation skill will be able to reset the fixed chance of these loot boxes happening on characters' turns. And now with Sparxie, we could just use the ultimate, get a bit more thrill, so that we can just consume a bit of skill points here. And there we go. We were able to use her skill a nice amount of times, get some more MMR for Silver Wolf as well, which for those that are curious, 1 punchline equals 1 MMR. So now with Yao Guang, boom, there we go. We got another point of MMR for Silver Wolf. We got another one right there. And now we have our ultimate with Silver Wolf. And now we can just deal damage to Nikador and these spears here. Deal a decent amount of damage for sure. Boom, there we go. And now with Yao Guang, I can use her skill for more energy, but also unleash one of the loot boxes from Silver Wolf. With Hua, the basic attack can just further reduce the war armor, and now for Silver Wolf, we'll just attack like so. And boom, there we go. Unfortunately, we weren't able to fully reduce the war armor against Nikador, but it is okay. We'll still be able to deal a nice amount of damage right here, as we'll have 2 Elation skills back to back. And boom, let's go Sparxie. All right, loot box, another loot box. Sparxie consumes multiple skill points during her turn, so this gives us multiple opportunities to take advantage of the loot boxes from Silver Wolf. And now Sparxie ultimate time, we're getting more thrill, more punchline, and another aha instant, so we're going to inflict that vulnerability debuff on Nikador as well as the spears. And we also are going to unleash our Elation skill with Silver Wolf here. So there we go, 1 spear is already gone, which is awesome. And we can also use our ultimate to increase our glory stacks here. With Yao Guang, another skill, another loot box. And we had the little Pac-Man loot box, which the loot box is randomized on what you can get. You can get this sword here, which we're actually getting the sword quite a bit. We can get the bomb, or we can get the little Pac-Man. Now with Sparxie here, we're just going to use her skill. And And we will also break Nikador. Can we actually finish off this fight here? Boom! Oh, so close. Very, very close. I think these elation skills here might be able to finish it off. But yeah, we have multiple turns remaining. Silver Wolf is getting close to getting enough MMR in order to use her ultimate again. And now let's see, can Sparxie kill? Can Sparxie kill? No, she does not. Okay, it's okay. With Yao Guang, we will just basic. It's fine. This next elation skill, I'm sure, will definitely kill. And real quick, for those that are curious, here are the like cones: Mushy Shumi's Adventures, Today's Good Luck, Tomorrow Together, and then Quid Pro Quo and Hua Hua. If you'd like, though, you can use multiple copies of Mushy Shumi's Adventures on the characters here. But yeah, we were able to get a 1 cycle clear, no signature light cones. And now let's fight Kafka with the same team. Here we are on the Kafka side, and we are going to be starting at 28 remaining cycles, as the first side took me 2 cycles with the other team I used. So with Yao Guang, we will just use our skill as we did use her technique. And we're fighting the Johnny Bravo chicken here, which this chicken is pretty cool in my opinion. We're just gonna use the skill with Silver Wolf. Okay, hopefully, oh my gosh, my Sparxie, no! I need us to not get hit that much, please. And I was hoping that that enemy hit Yao Guang for Yao Guang's ultimate, which thankfully they did, so we are able to use her elation skill. The elation skills with all our characters here, and also with Silver Wolf, I will also now use her ultimate. There we go. And Sparxie will be able to nicely assist with getting us some more MMR on her turn here. So we're just gonna finish off with Silver Wolf, and boom, there we go. Not too much damage just yet, but as we ramp up some more MMR, that damage will definitely increase. Boom! And now we have our loot boxes. Let's go, Pac-Man. And now we're at SS with Silver Wolf. So once again, we reach SS at 60 MMR, and we reach SSS at 120 MMR. All right, Yao Guang, Sparxie, and then Silver Wolf once again. Boom! There we go. 2 million damage total, and the chicken is gonna beat me up a little bit, but now we actually got some more punchline thanks to the chicken. So now we have SSS with Silver Wolf, so that's awesome. So we can just basic here, and with Silver Wolf, I will just attack these enemies. We should be able to deal way more damage here, as you all can see. And boom, 1.5 million. And with Sparxie here, let's see, can we actually defeat these enemies? Oh, maybe if we got another loot box or 2 though, that might have actually been enough. Can Sparxie here finish off these enemies? Okay, nice, perfect, she did. So now this elation skill, which looks so freaking cool by the way, is able to hit Kafka as well as these horses here, or I guess these Pegasus here. We can go with Yao Guang, get a loot box, and we have a lot of MMR with Silver Wolf. This will be our last attack before having to get more MMR to go back in the ultimate. But pretty good stuff, 1.4 million damage right there. And with Hua Hua, we can just basic. And we actually got dominated by Kafka, but the Firewall will save us, which Firewall allows us to dispel a debuff inflicted onto us. And this is a special passive that Silver Wolf has. And now we have Aha Instant, so we will get back our certified banger with Silver Wolf here. Boom, there we go. And now we also are really close to having enough MMR. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we have enough. We're at 60 once again. I am going to use the ultimate. She's going to advance herself forward, and we are just going to use our attacks here, our enhanced basic attack with our loot boxes. And once again, once we get more MMR, the damage will definitely ramp up. Now it's Sparxie. We can just use the ultimate, get some more thrill. With Yao Guang, we will now use her ultimate and another Aha Instant, more MMR for Silver Wolf as well. We're going to be debuffing these enemies. Sparxie will attack and get some more thrill, and now Silver Wolf will come in. There we go, we broke Kafka, which is awesome. And we can also use the Hua Hua skill. We have enough energy now to use our ultimate as well, giving that attack boost to Sparxie. Now it's Silver Wolf's time to shine once again. Pac-Man time, another big flippin' sword. And boom! And Sparxie is going to be really helpful here, since how many skill points she consumes, she'll not only be able to take advantage of multiple loot boxes, but she'll also be really nice when it comes to getting more MMR for Silver Wolf, as you all just saw. And now with Yao Guang, time to attack once again with our elation skills. We are getting Aha Instant pretty frequently, which just results in us being able to deal more damage, and of course keeping up with our certified banger uptime. And we're gonna get attacked once again, but no big deal here. Same thing as before, we're just gonna skill, get some more energy, loot box is gonna come in. Let's see, can the Hua Hua skill get a loot box? Oh, I was hoping we'd get another loot box. It's fine though, we got rid of the other Pegasus. And now we're just mainly attacking Kafka here. Boom, there we go. Kafka only has 17% HP remaining. So we should be able to get another 1 cycle clear with this team here with no signature light cones. So there we go. Aha instant time. Once again, we actually might be able to do another aha instant since Yao Guang is actually pretty close to getting her ultimate. But if not, it's fine. We have Sparxie here. She's going to use the ultimate. Oh, actually Silver Wolf got her ultimate, so we will be able to also use Silver Wolf's ultimate. Come on, Silver Wolf, you got this. And she looks so freaking cool with her ultimate. I'm a very big fan of her animations. Go, Pac-Man! And boom! Oh wait, yes, okay, we killed, perfect. So we started at 28 remaining cycles, we ended off at 27, so we were able to get another 1 cycle clear. All right, super quick, I'm going to go over my builds for our E0 S0 showcase, and then I am going to try out Silver Wolf with her signature light cone. We're using today's good luck. Once again, if you'd like, you can absolutely use Mushy Streamy's Adventures. And here is Sparxie. We are using Mushy Shroomy's Adventures on her. For the chases, they're maxed out. And for our relics, we're using Tengoku out live stream Everglorious Magical Girl, and we're also E0. Next up, we have Huahua, and we are also using Nova Flare Huahua, which is awesome. And we are using Quid Pro Quo. This is going to help out with giving more energy to our characters. Chases maxed out. For the relics, we are using Lushaka and Warrior Goddess of Sun and Thunder, and for the Eidolons, we also have her at E0. We're using Tomorrow Together, really cute light cone art. Trace is maxed out, Lushaka, Diviner of Distant Reach, and Yao Guang is also E0. And we also have Sparxie in the first slot, so she is able to take advantage of Lushaka buffs from Huahua as well as Yao Guang. But now let's try out Silver Wolf with her signature light cone, and let's just see the damage difference and how that goes. Alright, so once again, we're starting at 28 remaining cycles. We're gonna get straight into the showcase here, and Silver Wolf does have her signature light cone. Yao Guang is gonna start off immediately with using her skill. Now with Huahua, we basic attack. With Yao Guang, immediately use the ultimate as well as use Huahua's ultimate, giving some more energy as well as the attack for Sparxie. And of course, Yao Guang can nicely take advantage of the energy as well. So now Silver Wolf, we are just going to immediately use that ultimate. The S ranking, once again, once we get to SS and then SSS, this will rank up our damage. Boom. Okay, and this is only the first hit. Almost 1,000,000 damage right there. With Sparxie now, we are just going to use her skill. We're going to get more and more MMR for Silver Wolf. And we also got 2 loot boxes. Nice. Now with Sparxie here, we can use the ultimate. We will be able to get back some thrill. And what's really nice about having 3 Elation characters on the team is that Sparxie is going to be able to get 4 thrill when she uses her ultimate, which can definitely help out with her skill point consumption on her turn. Now we have the SSS ranking for Silver Wolf here, which is awesome. And with Yao Guang, we can skill, got that loot box. And now with Silver Wolf, actually, we will be able to defeat these enemies. There we go. And Silver Wolf will continue to attack, by the way. If you defeat enemies while you're attacking them, she will actually finish off her attack immediately going into the next wave. So now we have our Elation skills, and we're just going to deal so much damage here. Boom, there we go. And with Yao Guang, we can just skill another loot box, and Silver Wolf time, we are just going to deal some more damage right here. Big flippin' sword, the Pac-Man, and another big flippin' sword. Now with Yao Guang, I will also use her ultimate. We could have actually probably used the Yao Guang ultimate, now that I think about it, before Silver Wolf went out of her God mode player state. But it is fine, we're just dealing so much damage right now to these enemies that we might be able to just get this 0 cycle. We're gonna get hit a little bit. Now the Silver Wolf passive is gonna come in with the firewall. And with Sparxie, we can just get more and more MMR here for Silver Wolf. We're actually gonna be able to get enough to use her ultimate. And boom, there we go. Now we can use the Silver Wolf ultimate once again, go back in the God mode player state, and deal some more damage to these enemies here. We're just dealing so much damage right here. And these horses are just attacking us, but they actually attacked Huahua, so this will work out in our favor. We're gonna get some more energy here for Sparxie. Now it's time for Aha Instant again. We're actually gonna break Kafka as well. There we go. Come on, Sparxie. And now Silver Wolf. And boom! Silver Wolf's elation skill just looks so freaking cool. I love her animation so much. They're also so flashy. All right, let's go Silver Wolf. I think we just defeated both of the Pegasus. Well, bam! Let's see, can Sparxie actually finish off this fight here? Let's see, boom, okay. The bomb? Oh, nice! Sparxie with the loot box from Silver Wolf are gonna be able to finish off this fight here, which is awesome. All right, Sparxie is just gonna use her super fun ultimate here, and we were able to get a 0 cycle clear with the signature light cones. All right, now we're just gonna real quick take a look at the builds, which the only thing I actually changed was adding the signature light cones to our characters here. Overall, I would say Silver Wolf is definitely a very fun option for those that are thinking about building their relation team or are in the process of building their relation team. Silver Wolf is definitely a very powerful option you can consider using. Her animations are super fun and flashy, and her damage output is also pretty nice as well. And it's not only just Silver Wolf's damage output on this team, it's also Sparxie's damage output, nicely assisting as well. Sparxie is going to be able to nicely generate us more and more MMR, thanks to her being able to generate a nice amount of punchline. Yao Guang being able to allow us to unleash Aha and Sit more frequently helps with the certified banger uptime. I will also be releasing a video very soon of testing out Silver Wolf without Sparxie and also testing out Silver Wolf without Yao Guang for those that are curious about that. And if you enjoyed today's video, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support today's video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.